Hi, my name's Ben. I'm the lead programmer here at the Investment Property Club, and I'd like to just give you a brief introduction to the portfolio management tool that comes with your account. So first of all, it's very easy to access the tool. You just click on the portfolio button here, and you can see straight away it loads for you a summary page, which is your dashboard here, which tells you the current financial situation in overview. This is across all your properties, and the current cash flow in your portfolio. And then down the bottom here, it gives you more detailed information about each property you have in your portfolio. And you can select those properties by just clicking the name of the property at the top there, clicking the address. Now I'll quickly move on to the contacts section. Here you can access all the contacts that you've added to your properties in any area of the property. So this is like a global search for your contacts, and you can quickly filter them by tenants, people, organisations, and a number of other things that you've stored on your properties themselves. I'll quickly show you the documents section, and this is a global overview of all documents that you've added to your properties. You can see here I can filter by property, I can filter by what the property relates to, or I can do a free text search for a document, and it's very quick and easy to find the documents you need. Click these buttons here to download the document, and if you want a bit more information you just mouse over. Now I'm going to skip over the deal evaluation tool and go straight on to a property. Now you just select a property by clicking the property here, or you can switch between properties by selecting one from the top here. You can create new properties there by clicking the new button. You can edit this property, you can delete it. Here are the photos that I've uploaded to this property, and here we have some brief information about the property and any deal evaluations that I've attached to this property, which I'll show you later on. There's a summary which shows you the current mortgage. It tells you in English what the situation is with your current mortgage, how much it was when you started it, percentage, etc. There's information about your tenancy, and it predicts the viewings for you. And there's financial breakdown, as you saw earlier, and also it shows you all your recent documents here, so you can interact with it very quickly. You can get documents you've recently uploaded very quickly. And then there's location information here, which is very useful when you're evaluating a property. You can just come in here, you can add a new property, put in the address, and it will show you an overview, an aerial view of the local area, and you can move that view around down here, or you can drag and drop. And you can also search the local area for things like public transport and local schools, that kind of thing, so you can get a really good idea about the location of the property. Now if we move to the photos section, you can upload any photos you like here. It's very useful for when you first view the property, so you can review it later on. Also very useful for the refurbishment. Obviously before and after photos are quite useful, especially when you're revaluing the property. And also for when your tenants move in and out, you want to keep a track of what condition the property was in when they first moved in, and obviously when they move out. It's very easy to do. You just choose the file, enter the caption, and off you go. It's very simple. Excuse me. The viewings module shows you an overview of all the viewings you've ever done on the property by date. Here you can see you've got the estimated works which you can add to the viewing, and this allows you to get a rough idea of how much it's going to cost you to do refurbishment or maintenance on the property. You can add this information very easily, and you can see here it totals that information up for you. It puts in a contingency amount of 15%, adds the current VAT rate, and then it gives you a grand total, so it gives you a really good idea how much the works will cost. Also, wherever you see a contact in the software, there's one here on the estate agent, just mouse over and it'll tell you everything about that contact straight away, so you don't need to go looking, searching for your contact information. It's always right there in front of you. Also, if you want to send an email to any contact in the system and you've entered the email address, then you just click the envelope button and it will run your email package for you, and it will create an email for you. I use Outlook, and you just click that and it brings up the email straight away. So I'll quickly move on. I'll show you to the mortgages section. Now here you can record all the mortgages you have on the property. That's the purchase, any other remortgages you do after that, and it tells you here, as you can see in plain English, what the current state of the mortgage is, and it breaks some information down there for you. It even shows you the bank account that the money was paid into. And then here you can see, it shows you the contact, so I can see the lender very quickly, the estate agent, solicitor, the broker, and all of the valuers. When you add a valuation, you can select the valuer, and it will tell you the information about all the valuations and the valuers themselves. It's very quickly, as you can see, to get that information. Here it adds up all the fees for you, and if you choose to add a valuation, it will actually update the property value for you if you accept that valuation, and also, of course, totals all your fees up for you, which is makes it very simple to work out the costs of your property and the mortgage. And then here it shows you conditions. Now I'll quickly just edit this so you can see how simple the screens are. Every screen is broken down into really straightforward areas, so you can see exactly what's going on, the name of the product, the conditions of the mortgage itself, the payments and the monthly payment, that's to help work out your cash flow. Any fees that are due, you just enter them in there, and all your contacts here, you literally just type into these boxes. Now I'll quickly show you, if I was to change the lender to Mountford, the estate agents, which I wouldn't do normally, but I'll do it just to demonstrate. You just type the first few letters and the contact pops up straight away. Additionally, if you want to, you can also just enter the information straight in here and it will create a contact for you, and then wherever else you type that contact name in the system, it will pull that information up for you, and you can just fill all that information in straight away. Additionally, you can see if I click the More button, I can edit more information about that contact straight away. It's very straightforward. All the date fields, got date pop-ups for you, so it's very easy to enter dates. I'm going to move straight onto the tenancy. You can see here you can have multiple tenancies on your property, but this particular property's only got one tenancy on it. You can see here you've got the basic tenancy information. Again, you've got the contacts, the deposit scheme, the amount of the deposit, and obviously when the tenancy began. And also you have contracts periods. Now, contract periods describe the start and end date of a tenancy agreement. So when your tenant first moves in, you'll create maybe a 6-month or a year tenancy agreement with them, and when they choose to renew at the end of the year, or if they do choose to renew, you just click the renew button, and it will help you to create your new contract period. And down here you can see we've got the payments. To pay something, you just select it, and then you click pay selected in full, or if you want to part pay something, you just click through, and you can add individual payments. So if a tenant doesn't pay you on time, you can write a note in here, say why they haven't paid you on time, and then you can also record all the payments that they gave you and when you receive them. So it's very useful and it's very easy to use. When you create a tenancy, it will also create all these tenancy payment records for you based on the frequency you give it and the amount of money it is, rent per month rather. So quickly onto the finances. Here you can record your income and your expenses. If I do income, you can see the screen changes to reflect whatever you choose. These are the tax categories, by the way, that you're selecting here, and then you can enter the due date, paid date, type in the company. Oh, oops. There you go, and you just quickly can select contact, invoice number if you know it, and the amount, and then you can see down here when you click the add button, it will actually add it here, and it breaks it down to income, expenses, your net expenses, the VAT, and the total expenses and the net profit for this property in the tax year that you choose. Now you can filter by excuse me, you can filter by tax year. You can also filter by the type of income or expense, and you can also filter that information by date. So it's quite easy to find the information you want when you want it, and it's also quite easy to add it too. Okay, I'll quickly move on to documents. Now, documents section of the property allows you to upload documents to a particular property, and then it also allows you to relate them to the viewing, the mortgage, the finance, the tenancy. This is to help you find that information quickly later on. You can see you have your documents down here. If you mouse over, it gives you a bit more information, and then obviously you can choose your file, type the title, date received, and the expiry date if there is one, and you can click here to download a document. You can click here to delete a document. So that's documents. It's very simple. That all filters through to the document screen that I showed you earlier, and obviously that way you can find a document on any property very quickly without having to mess around finding the property first and then go into the documents section. So let me quickly just show you that if you want to evaluate a deal on a property when you first purchase it or when you're going for a remortgage, you click the new button here, and you can actually attach deals to a property. Now, I've created a couple of ad hoc deals here, so I'm just going to load one. And as you can see, the deal evaluation tool gives you a lot of information. It's very simple to use. You just type the figures in on the left here and then down the bottom, and it will actually fill all this out for you, and it will tell you whether it's affordable, and it will also tell you whether it thinks it's a good deal or not. So I mean, this is it's to give you a guideline, a ballpark idea of whether you're entering into a good investment or a bad one, and whether you're making the right decision at the time to remortgage or not. So there you go. I hope that gives you a good overview of the property management tool, and I hope you enjoy using it as much as I've enjoyed working on it. Bye for now.